Happy Saturday. Hello, hello, hello. If you're just coming in, if you could do me a favor and just tap the screen a little bit and let me know where you're from. And just wishing everybody a happy Saturday with my cute cup that my daughter gave me for Christmas. Having some tea. How are you guys? I'm from Oregon. Just wanted to do a shout out. It's raining. We woke up with sunny weather and then like rain right now. Hello. I'm just having people say hi and then tap the screen. And if you can, just tell me where you're from. I'm going to get a good group together today. I'm going to try to go live tomorrow. Also, just reminding everybody that tomorrow is spring forward, depending on where you are. I don't think Arizona does daylight savings. Oh, it's a gorgeous day in Washington State, right? Washington State. So you're not far from us. Yeah, it was beautiful this morning and now it is raining, but I'm not complaining because we need the rain. And even though it's a little bit rainy, it's not freezing. So I don't know in Washington, how are you doing with me? It's not freezing. So I don't know in Washington, how are you doing with that? There we go. Just checking it. Oof. So one of the things that I do, I've been sharing stories about being a psychic medium for those of you just coming on. I do phone readings. I do Zoom readings. Some people have been asking how they can do that. I put all my information and link in the bio. And the Zoom readings have been going really well because I can do this face-to-face and I record this for people too. It was snowing here in Ohio, she says. Are you kidding me? We had just a bit of snow last year in Oregon and Washington as well. My friend in Washington there. We had an ice storm. I'm originally from Nebraska, so I can handle snow. I had never experienced an ice storm, and I've been in blizzards and tornadoes, but this was weird because with an ice storm, it was like the water was expanding. Hey, Bree. The ice was expanding, or the water was expanding. Ice, yeah, and the trees, and they were just like healthy trees, not old trees. They were just popping. I was like, what is going on? And every once in a while, something little happens with it. Bree, right when you came on, there's like a little wispy feather. So I have a feeling like they're trying to tell you something. So I just posted some stories of things that happened to me as a psychic medium, and I try to do that more often. But I did kind of want to come on here and see if anybody has a message. I am doing it on the honor system with a $25 donation. Usually I do phone readings and Zoom readings, and those are a bit more expensive, but I do like to come on here and offer something more affordable. So if you have a question in regards to, and if you're wondering how to donate, my Venmo is in my bio. So if anybody has a question, if you could just put your name and then who you want to hear from, and then I would be able to do that for you, okay? And so Bree, you coming on here, I don't think that's a coincidence, sweetie. I just really feel like, I feel that your husband's around you, and he's so glad that you're spending time with Nancy as well. And there's one thing, and you guys, I know her from previously, so I'm going to do a quick reading for her. And she lost her husband last year. Yeah. So one of the things I feel is he's saying that you're doing such a good job with the kids, and he wants to say thank you to Nancy too, because she's grieving, but she's still kind of stepping up and helping you. And I don't know if there's a parade coming, or if there's a parade that you guys used to go to. I feel like is there an Easter parade or something, because he talks about that being in like the town or something. And I do save these and I put them on my YouTube. So if you guys are wondering where any of those are, you just click on, see, some people say they don't know what a bio is. Just to educate you guys, the bio is, I don't know why it's not letting me show that. See this thing? See how you can see my face? Normally it's going to be over here in the corner. Like, I can't do this. Normally when you click on things, it's going to be like midway, but you're going to see this picture of me. And that, when you click on that, that's where the bio is. And then the link tree pulls down. Okay. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day. Is that a parade that you guys go to? See, Bree, I'm telling you, I could see that. And he's telling me arts and crafts. So I don't know which kid is doing arts and crafts, or if you're doing arts and crafts. Okay, that's why he showed me that. So that must be really big for you guys. What a cute town you live in that they do a St. Patty's parade, or even a parade. I haven't heard about that in such a long time. And I keep getting, hold on one second. He's saying something, so I have to pay attention. I feel like I have options, and there's something about, why is he saying don't eat? So so hold on. For St. Patty's Day, you eat like corned beef and hash, right? Did you not used to eat that before? So did you used to eat something else? Because then I see a grilled cheese sandwich dipped in tomato, and he puts a no grilled cheese slash tomato soup. He's specifically showing me that. Bree, does that make sense to you? He's going a circle and then like putting a line through it. So there's a circle, and he goes, no, we were not going to have grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup this time. Does that make any sense to you? Is that something that you would make for the kids? Or I know normally people have corned beef hash, but he just shows me that. But he shows me a no sign. Do you know what I mean, Bree? Does that make sense to you? I will not eat that, because that's what I had the day he passed away. Oh my gosh, honey, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It makes sense to you. Okay. He's making me cry because he just loves you so much. Okay. So I can see that. He literally just shows me like no. So I don't know if you guys would use that as a backup, or if you don't like corned beef and hash. So now when it's, or corned beef and cabbage for St. Patty's Day. So now you're thinking about what to eat, but I can tell you that he's showing me that, okay? And he just says you're doing such a better job than he ever could. And I'm supposed to say happy birthday. So I don't know if your birthday's coming up, his birthday, your mom, or the kids, but I feel like I need to say happy birthday. Does that make sense to you? Because he shows me that as well. And he keeps saying art projects. So I don't know if you're doing art projects this weekend. Or are you a teacher, Bree? Our son, his and my birthday. Okay. That's why he's saying happy birthday, happy birthday. And I just feel like he keeps talking about art projects. So I don't know if you're heavy on those, or if that's what you're doing this weekend. And yes, you're a teacher. That's why he's showing me that. Yeah, that's why he's showing. I don't know why I just keep hearing this. I just heard Godspeed. So if you've been working on something and it's been going slow, he's making me feel like in April it's going to go faster. He just says Godspeed. You know, that's like how the astronauts used to say, like, okay, good luck and Godspeed to you, or something like that. But I feel like what you've been dealing with, something has been going slow, whether it's working this case for him or trying to get money in. It's felt like it was slow. It's going to come at Godspeed. That's what he says. And just a side note, I feel like keep pursuing the case. I'm just going to say it like that. Keep pursuing the case, because they might want to settle out, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Thank you, Angela. I love that. Does that make sense to you, Bree Bree? I just always call you Bree. I know it's Bree Bell, but I call you Bree Bree. So he's pulling back a little bit, but I do know that he loves you so much. Yes, it does. You are the best. You're the best. You guys, she's amazing in everything that she's been through. Angelica, or Angel, you just did a, I am taking $25 donations for the readings today. If you pay and I don't get to you today, I am going to be on here tomorrow as well. So, Angelique, are you the one who just did the donation for the $25? I have an Angelique. I don't have my laptop with me. So Angelique, I'm just asking, is there, okay, perfect. Thank you. Can you answer in all caps, sweetie, so I can see? And then also, who did you want to hear from today? Because when I have a group, I usually like to have you say who you wanted to hear from. One of the things I know is, like, just keep hearing that no one would guess what you've been through because you don't wear it like on your sleeve. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like you've been through some challenges, but I feel like, thank you. I feel like you've been through some challenges, Alicio and Elaine. Okay, I'm going to start writing these down. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, thank you. I see you, honey. I'm going to do her reading and then yours next. And I will be on here tomorrow again. So thank you so much. Alicio and Elaine. Alicio and Elaine. Do you literally, like, can I ask you, do you light a candle for them or something? Do you have a prayer candle, or do you have a candle like by their picture? And this is for Angelique. Angelique. Does this make sense to you when I say that? I feel like there's something like a prayer candle. They just keep showing me you lighting candles, so I don't know if you're very if you're religious or if you've been praying, but that's what it means to me. Okay, someone's showing me that, so it can be their thing. I know my mom always used to go to Catholic Church, Mother Mary, and light the tea light candles. Did either of the people that you want to hear from, did they do that? Does that make sense to you? And I really keep hearing this. I know you want to hear from them, but they're saying that they don't want you to be a people pleaser. They want you to use your voice so that you're not, it's nice to be of service, Angelique, but not of servant. Like, you can be of service, but you don't have to be a doormat. Does that make sense? Your mom did years ago. Is your mom named Elaine? Is Elaine your mom? I think I'm done with donations today. Thank you. I'm going to be on here again tomorrow. Your mom's name is Elaine. See? How would I know that? See how she's coming through? So this is something like, if you're stuck on something, then she's yes, your mom. Your mom's name is Elaine. Okay. And what a matriarch. Do you know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know if dad left or if everything, mom had to be both mom and dad because dad worked a lot, but I get a lot of strength from your mom. Does this make sense to you? Like a matriarch of the family, very strong woman. Does this make sense to you, Angelique, when I say that? And I need to tell you, she's very proud of you. Don't think that your mom's mad at you for anything or you're not living up to her standards or anything. She just passed a month ago. Okay. She seems to be very much around you. She's telling me you're having a difficult time of it. Do you know what I mean? Because, yes, my dad and your dad is still here. Yes. Okay. And one of the things that she shows me is she's saying that, hold on one second. And I feel like everybody leans on you. Do you know what I mean? She keeps making me feel like everybody leans on you. Please start doing things for yourself, because I feel like you're healing from your mom's passing, yet people are leaning on you to make them feel better. Does that make sense? And she's really making, yes, okay, she's really making me feel like, take care of yourself first. Do you know what I mean? You already have, it's not like you're just laying on the couch and you don't have anything to do. As a matter of fact, she's saying to also up your self-care, because that's going to help a great deal too. And sometimes people are saying, like, I get, you know, with your own religious belief, I'm just knowing that she makes me feel like she was religious. And I love my Catholic upbringing as far as that goes. Thanks, Bree. I love my Catholic upbringing as far as that goes, but I don't go to church anymore, but I still found a Mother Mary statue that I go to, and I still light white candles. And I feel like she's trying to tell you that you're going to need faith to get through this, because logically you can't figure out how the things are going to work out for you. Do you understand? And she says, I feel like you're spinning your wheels and that you're doing a lot for everybody else. As a matter of fact, the more I do your reading, the more tired I'm getting. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if you're very tired. Exactly. Yes, she loved the Blessed Mother. How would I know that? If you look on past readings, I rarely bring up Mother Mary just because I don't know people's religious beliefs or spiritual, but she's showing me that. So she's like, she's saying like that, and I don't know if she would call you Mija or little girl, but I feel like she's saying, Mija, you have to go. Like, you have to go there to like grab your strength. You have to keep praying. And she is saying that you're doing way too much for other people. And she probably did this too, but I don't feel like I'm doing anything. That's what I'm saying. Don't be so hard on yourself, because she makes me feel like you've done a lot. Like you're always the one to help everybody when they need help. It reminds me of there's a movie called My Big Fat Greek Wedding, and the one daughter is the one that helps with everything. She's making me feel like you're doing enough, and you're healing right now too, she says. So it's really important that you up your self-care, because you and your mom, yes, you helped her. Yeah, that's what she's saying. And can I tell you that your mom was so strong. So it makes me feel like she passed away from like an illness or something, but her heart hurts too. So I don't know if it was congestive heart failure, but I feel very like almost like I cannot breathe. You know what I mean? When she comes forward. But I can tell you that she says, Julie, if you met my daughter, you would say she's beautiful inside and out. She keeps saying that. Does this make sense to you? She goes, yes, OMG. Okay. So when she shows me that, and she says that it's a shock, because you can never picture. I mean, you knew your mom was going to pass away, but you can never like actually like picture your mom passing away. True? Like you can never picture it. You're like, oh, it's not going to happen for a long time. I'll be much older when my mom passes away. And I feel like you're quite young still. Do you know what I mean? She's yes. Okay. So this is the way that your mom is coming through. I love her name. That happens to be my mom's name too. So once I saw Elaine, I thought, oh gosh, she's going to come in very strong. One of the things that she shows me, and she just keeps saying, Mother Mary loves the color blue. I'm like, okay, thank you. So I don't know if you wear a lot of blue, or if the blue is a color, your mom wore that, but she's just talking about that as well. And she's saying that she's at peace now. Just know, and she heard you. So you're 52, sweetie. That's young to me to lose a mom. Do you know what I mean? 52 is still young to lose your mom. I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah. And she look at her, she goes, don't argue with her. She's telling you. Like, she's just so funny. Okay. Yeah. And, hold on one second. Let me see if there's anything else. I do know I need to thank you. If she wasn't able to thank you enough, or she laughs a little, if she wasn't able to say goodbye to you in the proper way, if she wasn't able to tell you how much your giving meant to her, I can tell you that she's telling me that you were one of her best friends. And for a mom to come forward and tell me that you're one of her best friends is a true miracle, because sometimes mom and daughters are just moms and daughters, but you wouldn't call each other your best friend. She makes me feel like you were one of her best friends. Do you understand what I'm saying? And she just makes me feel like this is the pot calling the kettle black when she tells you to receive, because she was always on her feet doing things for other people. She says exactly, but she wants you to learn from her. Do you know what I mean? And she wants you to learn how to receive and to rest. Because I can tell you, and no offense to you, I can just, grief is exhausting in itself, but as I connect with your energy, I just feel so tired. So try to find something that you do for yourself. If you go on a 20-minute walk for yourself, something. Do you know what I mean? No one's going to die if they eat off paper plates and you get pizza one night. Do you know what I mean? You've never lost your mom before. Really take time to nurture yourself. And I just keep seeing a, what do you call it? A hummingbird outside my window. And when I look, it goes away really fast. So I don't know if your mom loves spending time in the garden, or if she had a bird feeder, or the other person. Yes. It's all very different. Yeah. So it's challenging to live without her. It hasn't really sunk in yet that she's gone as well. So really right now, take time to nurture yourself. Find out what that nurturing is going to be for you. Okay. So I know some of you are paying for a reading. I'm going to do as many readings as I can today. If I don't get to you today, I am going live tomorrow. So I will announce that as well. So I just want to, yeah, sorry I'm not bringing anybody in right now, Sunshine. Thank you for requesting though. And I'm not pronouncing that right. I said Alessio was your husband. Was he a mechanic, or was he really good with cars? Or did you just work on your car? The reason why I'm saying that is I can smell Gas. Yes, he was a mechanic. Okay. Or she says, when is the yes? Okay. That's okay. I'm seeing that. So he could be bringing somebody in with him. See, he shows me gas again. Contractor. Okay, thank you. If it's like close to something like that and I'm smelling that, the machinery that he would work in, wherever he was, I feel like I'm walking in and I'm smelling like industrial gas. So he's a contractor. That makes a lot of sense to me. He wishes he would have left more abundance for you behind. Does that make sense to you when he says that? Did he have cancer? Can I ask you? Angelica, sorry. Did he have cancer? Okay, she says, wow. So one of the things that I feel is yes, he had cancer. Okay, he shows me that. I feel like he wished he would have left more money for you, and because now you're grieving him and your mom, and he shows me 9. So I don't know if he passed away 9 years ago, if someone passed away in September or not, something about September, but he shows me September. Does that make sense to you? Okay. Makes me feel like you need a vacation, because not only did you lose your husband and your mom, sweetheart, but you also, it's also just been COVID, and we have like what's been going on with the world. Do you know what I mean? So I just feel like you need a break. So if you're ever like, I need a break, but it's selfish. It's not selfish, sweetie. You've been through a lot and you've been holding space for other people. He passed away 4 years ago. I felt he had passed away before your mom. Yeah. Okay. So I could see that. How funny, the light just all of a sudden got really bright. I don't know what happened with that. Okay. So let me see if there's anything else that he wants me to tell you. Debbie has a message for his brother. I know he wants his brother. Can I be honest with you? I feel like he wants his brother to step up. So I don't know if you have kids or he wants his brother to help with the kids, or not to lean on you because you lost your husband. He's sad because he lost his brother. And I kind of feel like he needs to get his stuff together. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he's like, oh, I'm going to drink now because I lost my brother. But he's like, dude, you need to get your SHIT together. Do you know what I mean? You asked, so I'm telling you that's what I see. Yes, we were dating, but the brother feels too guilty. We were. Oh, okay. Yeah. Whatever's going to do to make you happy, I can tell you that your husband makes me feel like you deserve better. Do you know what I mean? It makes me feel like you deserve better. And so maybe that came at a time where you can soothe each other's soul, but your husband is saying you deserve way better than that. And I don't know why he's saying that, so I just have to tell you. That's how he says it to me. And he's also, is there anything else? Because I know you have a ritual, like there's something where you say hi to his picture, or on the anniversary of his passing or his birthday, you still celebrate that. Yeah, just so you know. So he's approves of anything that's going to make you happy. Do you know what I mean? He's like, anything that would make you happy would make him happy. Do you understand? I just have to be honest with you in saying that he just makes me feel like you deserve better. Does that make sense to you when he says that? Okay, thank you, sweetheart. And you're doing so good. So please stop being so hard on yourself or feel like you're lazy or you're not doing enough. Everything that you've been through when you're walking around in your day-to-day life shopping, no one would know because you're still out there spreading love and light to others. Does that make sense to you when I say that? So he wants to thank you for that. Yeah. And I always say, you said yes because his brother is pulling away, and you just feel so lazy, probably because you're just tired. Can I tell you? When our bodies need rest, sweetie, it needs rest. And I get a feeling of in your family, there's not that example of like self-care when you've been through something. But when you really look at what you've been through a lot. And I feel like the loss of your mother was just like devastating to you. Do you know what I mean? So do yourself a favor, and this is for anybody else who's lost somebody. Something I do is I have a journal and I actually write to them. I like, dear mom, I just did it today when I needed something. So get yourself a journal and just write to your mom. Do you know what I mean? It can very much help. So I hope this brings more clarity. I hope that you understand that they're always around you. I am saving this and putting this over on my YouTube channel. So if you want to re-listen to it, you can. I know you haven't accepted it yet. It's too soon. Do you know what I mean? You're welcome. You're welcome, Angelique. They love you very much, and your mom is very much around you. She doesn't want you to settle. She says great things for you that you can't see yet beyond the horizon. So thank you for that. And I do not know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. R-A-H-W-A. R-H-A-W-A. She paid for a reading, so I want to get to her. If you can answer in all caps so that I can see you. R-H-W-A. There you are. Yes, I see. Thank you. Hi, Sunshine. How are you today? So I wanted to do it when I do group readings. I just wanted to see, was there someone specific that you wanted to hear from today? I see you there in all caps. Thank you for saying that. And can you kind of sound out your name? Can you in caps put your name for me on the spelling? She says, I'm good. Thank you. I just keep feeling like somebody's like, I don't know why I'm hearing that song Moana, the Disney movie Moana. I don't know if you always need to be by water or if you're going to Hawaii, but I swear I'm looking at your name and I feel like Moana. So don't discount how important water is around you. And sweetie, is your W-A-R-W or R-A-H-W-A. If you can kind of sound out your name in all caps for me so I can say your name. And I have to ask you, is your father crossed over, Sunshine? Is it your father who's crossed over? I was looking into Hawaii tickets and I love the ocean. Okay, if you were just looking into it, that's their way of saying that they've been watching over you from the other side. And I don't know if you've been wondering, somebody's saying scholar, so I don't know if you've been thinking about going back to school, if you've been going through some training of some kind, but I just keep seeing that. Then does that make sense to you? Your mom's father's passed. Okay, because I have a gentleman here and he's telling me like father. So there would have to be something where he was like a prominent figure in your life, or he's helping you from the other side. Okay, you were hoping to hear from your grandmother. Okay. Were you named after your grandmother? Did she help raise you? Did you just became Reiki certified? See, how would I know that? They're showing me that. Say it to me one more time. There's something similar between you and your grandmother. I don't know if you were a lot of like. Your on my grandma's birthday, 3/6. You have your grandma's birthday? Because she's telling me that there's something where we are alike. And she definitely makes me feel like she's so proud of you for getting out of your logical mind. So you must be kind of logical at the same time. And then to become a certified Reiki. She raised me and she has passed. So I was 10 and I believe that she named you. Okay, that's why I'm seeing that. So one of the things that she's showing me is that she's saying that congratulations in being certified in Reiki. She's telling me that you became a Reiki practitioner on her birthday. That's what it is. I don't think that's a coincidence, and then I got chills everywhere. What I want you to do is make sure you're writing everything down, because this is a spiritual awakening for you, and document it too on video. You're not going to believe the abundance and the fun that's going to be coming your way. And of course, when you're going through a spiritual awakening, it kind of goes up and down, but I can promise you, she's telling me that you're on the right path. I feel like, I don't know if you've ever read that book, The Alchemist, that she makes me feel like you were on a certain path and you weren't really sure what to do, and it felt more logical. So I don't know if you were doing something more logical, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm going to become a certified Reiki. She says, OMG. So I feel like 2 years ago, if I were to have given you a reading and I would say, you're going to be, you just ordered The Alchemist. How would I know that? See, she knows what's going on with you. Pay attention to the things I tell different people in their readings. There'd be no way I would know that. Do you know what I mean? She also tells me that she's very proud of you. And she says if this were 2 years ago and I were to give you a reading that you were going to be certified Reiki practitioner, you would have said, no, what are you talking about? But you're being more open like to your spirit and what your spirit needs. And so that's really important. And I appreciate the donations. If I don't get to you today, I am going to be going live tomorrow around 3:30 Pacific Coast time. So I will do the readings then as well. Does that make sense to you? As they say, I've been doing deep inner work to address limiting beliefs and trauma. Good for you. And I highly recommend anybody going through a spiritual awakening that you do some type of past life regression. And I believe Brian Weiss, he wrote Many Lives, Many Masters. He has a, yes, she says, okay, he has a video on YouTube that you can just listen to. And I believe that releasing any past life beliefs that we had as healers helps as well. Some of us weren't allowed in a past life to take money for our gift. So you definitely are allowed to have an even exchange of whatever that means to you. Do you understand? I have a past life regression scheduled on April 3rd. Amazing. You have a lot of threes around you. So I don't know if you see 333. I know that you said 36 before and now on 4/3, but it's just definitely feels like if you see 333, it means you have other relatives helping you on your life purpose. And they're definitely there with you. I can tell you that when I start to see all of the opportunities coming your way, I also feel like you've seen visions of yourself traveling. So it's interesting that you are booking trips to Hawaii, because I feel like you're going to be going to, like, it reminds me of people who are pulled to like Sedona, Arizona, or Santa Fe, New Mexico, or Hawaii. It just feels like you're going to be going through what I call spiritual awakening. Yeah, perfect. That's good. So 333. Just know this is her way of saying that you're on the right track. Sometimes we have the confirmation of knowing we're on the right track. You have been drawn to going to places like that. Yep, that's what I see. And so I think it's really important that you just concentrate right now on healing yourself. It feels like sometimes healers want to jump into it and they want to start doing Reiki treatments for everybody. But you're drawn to be healing yourself, and then you can therefore help other people. And healers aren't perfect. Healers are just people who assist other people on their path of awakening so that they feel empowered. And I feel like you're going to be very good at this. Can I be honest with you? I feel like you already do this, so you might as well start making a living out of it and getting paid for it. You were going to go to a wellness resort in Arizona. I just keep seeing that. Oh, thanks for sunglasses, guys. So does that make any sense to you as all this information comes through? I'm so glad. Thank you all for the donations. If I don't get to you today, I am definitely doing readings tomorrow as well. Yeah. So I hope this helps you. Does that make sense to you, Sunshine? And I'm so proud of you for doing your Reiki. I just submitted a notice at work to pursue. Thank you for the gifts, you guys. To pursue, I just lost it. Just submitted a notice at work to pursue Reiki. Perfect. So I just feel like, can I ask how well it will work out? What I know for you is your grandmother's making me feel like don't push yourself into a door that's not going to open. And that's why I'm glad you're getting the book, The Alchemist. Really just go with the flow. Wherever, if you might get an idea, and if that idea follows through, great. If not, it wasn't, wow, this is really cool. Thanks, guys. It's not that it's not unfolding for you. It's just unfolding somewhere else. So I just feel like now's going to be the time to like trust, and you might want guidance from other people, but there's only so much guidance you're going to get when the healer starts to awaken. Does that make sense to you when I say that? So I feel like you've chosen the right career. You're well on the way. This is so cute, all these things. Thank you, guys. Does this make sense to you when I say that? And I'm pulling back a little bit because I'm hearing something for someone else. I'm so sorry, sweetie. I'm going to have to go to the next person, because what happens is when they start pulling back because they feel that your message has been received, I'll start to get somebody talking in my ear. Does that make sense? But you're well on your path. The one thing I do want to add, and like I said, I'm going to save this and put it on YouTube. Something healers do is planning is good. You're welcome, Sunshine. Taking on too much at one time is self-sabotaging. And I don't know why I need to tell that to you, but I do. Taking on too much at one time is self-sabotaging. Do you know what I mean? So important. Oh, it's so cute, you guys. To know that. Just, you want to go fast. You're feeling very excited, but just like step by step, okay? Thank you. Now, Mary, you paid for a reading. If you could for me, Mary, in all caps, write your name and then ask who you wanted to hear from. Thank you for letting me give you this reading, that reading. I want to thank your grandfather and your grandmother for coming through so clear. There is a message. Thank you for that. You guys are so sweet. I'm going to be doing more readings tomorrow and going live. I think I have enough energy to do one more reading. But if you guys wanted to go to Venmo right now, it's in my link, and I'm doing these readings right now. Mary. Okay, hold on. There's Maria and Mary. Mary, you wanted to hear from your sister. Yes, I hope my grandmother doesn't feel like I'm brushed him. No, you're good. She knows. Do you know what I mean? You're good. Mary, you wanted to hear from your sister. Mary, and your sister. Mary, do you have, is there an Elizabeth in your family? Or somebody with a long E beside? I mean, I know your name, Mary. Is your middle name Mary? Is it Mary Elizabeth? So this is for Mary, and she paid for a reading. She wants to hear from her sister. Mary. And I have to ask you, is your dad crossed over as well? So I'm starting to smell not like cigarette smoke, but like a pipe. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And I appreciate you guys asking questions, but right now I'm just doing a reading for Mary. And when you answer, Mary, can you say it in all caps? So Mary Eugenia. Okay, so when I see Mary, your name is Mary Eugenia, and I see Mary Elizabeth, Mary and then an E, that's their way of confirming that they're with you. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And this reading is for Mary, and she's paid for a reading, so there might be, yes, that makes sense to you? Okay. But I am tasting like a pipe smell. Oh, that's your name too. Good. I'm just doing one reading at a time, and this is for Mary, but thank you for telling me that. So Mary Jane. So who's Mary Eugenia to you? And I'm hoping I don't have double people on here saying that. Your father smoked a pipe. Okay, is he crossed over as well? You're Mary Jane. Okay. Okay, okay, I need people to stop talking. There's a Mary that paid for a reading, and I might go back, I might log on here after, and she paid on Venmo, and this reading is for her. She wants to hear from her sister. So I understand I might be having double messages, but I need everybody to stop right now so I can give her the messages, okay? Thank you. I get there might be double messages, and your father is passed. Okay. It was you. I see you, Sunshine. So you want to hear from your sister, and your father is passed as well. Is there a John or a James or G or J name connected to your dad, sweetheart? And his head hurts to me, so I don't know. Can I ask you, and this is no judgment whatsoever, was there alcoholism in the family? I feel very dizzy. Jerry, is that your dad? Because I'll hear like a JG sound. Is that your dad's name, Sunshine? And is there alcoholism that runs in your family? As I feel quite dizzy. So I feel like someone's trying to show me that that's a sign from them, if that makes any sense to you. And he shows, yes, there was. Okay. And I feel like, and you're the one, he makes me feel like you're the one who's like the chain breaker of the family. So you're the one who's like seeking to better yourself. You're the one to say like, oh, this happened in my family, but it's not going to happen on my watch for my family. And he tells me that that takes a lot. Thank you for saying that, Carrie. It takes a lot of like courage to say, this is what I came from and this is where I'm going. Does that make sense to you when I say that, Mary? And there are other Marys, but I'm only doing one reading for Mary who requested a reading, guys. This is MJB. Yes, that makes sense to you? Okay. He makes me feel like if he didn't get a chance to tell you that he's just so proud of you. Do you know what I mean? He makes me feel like he's just so proud of you. I feel like I wasn't able to say that enough, but yet in a way, I don't know if he's trying to tell me he wished he were healthier because he would have been like a better father figure. Does that make any sense to you when I say that? And then you would have known that you belong because you would have had someone who has your back. Does that make sense to you? And he shows me a lot of counseling and a lot of like books. It does make sense. Okay, so just so you know, when someone crosses over, Mary, they do a life review and they look at their life. They're either happy of their life or they're not. And I know he wishes that he would have changed some things so that he could have been more helpful to you. But much like my dad too, and I only talk about myself if that's going to help you. My dad was a major alcoholic, very verbally and physically abusive. But I get along with my dad now more that he's crossed over than I ever did when he was here. So he's done a life review. Do you know what I mean? He wants to step up to the plate and he wants to help you. And I just keep hearing younger boy. So I don't know if he's saying that there's a younger boy with him or if you have a son, but I keep hearing younger boy. Does that make sense to you when I say that? And thank you for everybody just being such good manners. I just came on here last minute, so I don't have a moderator. Your new grandson. Okay, so see, he's aware of that. Do you know what I mean? And I keep hearing, did your grandmother sing, "You are my sunshine, my only sunshine"? Do you sing that to your grandson? Make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. She goes, yes. This is how your dad is like stepping up to the plate. Thank you, Kathy. Do you understand what he's trying to say? This is him watching over you. I jokingly say they stay out of the bedroom and the bathroom. So when you're like, oh my God, they watch over me, like, what are they doing? But they expect your privacy and they respect your privacy and they are watching over you. And he's making me feel like, bless your heart, you just are the person to always show up for people and help people. Yes, I just did. She says, see? Now, how would I know that? So your dad is just showing me that from what you came from, you have, and this is the true alchemist, it's like what you came from was like some pain, but you created love in your life and things will not be perfect, he says, so don't be hard on yourself when they aren't, but just know that you're the one in your family to spread the love. And that can be, it's gracious at the same time, but it can be exhausting if you're not getting that back. So much like the reading I did before this, please up your self-care and do things for you. It may feel awkward because it makes me feel like you look up this word, Mary, you make me feel like you're an earth angel. Do you know what I mean? I very much feel like you're an earth angel. So let me go back because you wanted to hear from your sister too. I don't know if your sister had cataracts or if she couldn't see. Yeah, thank you. I don't know if your sister had cataracts. Hold on one second. There we go. But I keep getting like, I cannot see. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense to you when I say that? And she feels very silly to me. So I don't know if you were the serious one that got to help everybody and she ran out around and being all silly to me. But she just, when she comes through, she has so much laughter and she makes me feel like she shouldn't have worried so much when she was here because now she sees on the other side how we have help. Yeah, she was she's like, Julie, I was crazy. So you're putting it very mildly, but I was crazy. And she wants to thank you for always being the one to like help with things. It's like you're like the little mother. You were the one to always put the pieces back together, always try to help her be on like a better path, if that makes any sense. And so she's very well aware of that. And she's very, if she was like crabby to you ever, she's so sorry because you were the best sister that she could have ever had. And she also tells me that you're just enjoy pure joy with your grandson. Like it just seemed like he came in at a perfect time where you were wondering like, what is my life purpose? Like, what am I supposed to be doing? And then he came, and he's just your pride and joy. You get to enjoy him. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like don't underestimate the power of the love that you're giving to others, because you certainly did that for her, and she's just so grateful. That would be what I can say. Yes, he did. Okay. Yeah. And I don't know why. Look up the term earth angel, and yet at the same time, I feel like I'm tasting like an angel food cake. So I don't know if you would make those, if your mom would make those. My mom would make those and put like a Barbie doll in the middle and like frosting on the side, but I'm literally tasting like a white cake. Like it reminds me of, like strawberry shortcake. So I don't know if that's one of your favorites or why I'm tasting that, but I am. Does that make any sense to you when I say that? Strawberry shortcakes with whipped cream or like angel food. So if that's somebody's favorite, if that's your favorite or someone who's crossed over, that's how they show me this. And I feel like April, so I don't know if someone's name is April who has crossed over or if their birthday, your mom made it. Okay. And I don't know if you're, hold on one second, if someone's name starts with an A or if someone passed away in April or someone's birthday is in April, but I keep hearing April. So it must be very special. And then I also see the 12th. So I don't know if someone passed away in December or on the 12th of a month, but she's showing me 12. That can also mean number of family members, but I haven't seen that for a very long time. But does the number 12 resonate with you as well? Okay, just write it down. I'm going to save all these and I'm going to reposting it, okay? And there will be double messages in here, so I love that. Thank you. I am pulling back a little bit because I have another reading shortly, and so I don't want to be tired for that one. I do know some of you paid for readings. Contact us or come on here tomorrow at 3:30 Pacific Coast time. You're welcome, Mary. They love you very much. And like I said, your dad, it's interesting how it happens where your dad couldn't live up to be the person he wanted to on this life. He's on the other side now doing that to make up for it, okay? If anybody else is like interested in reading, I have a book called I Am Home. It's on Amazon, and it's very much like just to show you like how to look for signs. It shows you how I did my readings and like what to look for. Thank you, Kimmy. So it's $25 for a donation for a reading. I realized there were an array of people that gave donations. I'm just getting ready for my reading this evening, so I won't be able to do any more tonight. But come on tomorrow at 3:30 Pacific Coast time. I will write your names down, and I will be looking for you then, and I'll message you through Venmo, okay? Thank you so much, Kimmy. You're amazing. I did sign up. I'll try again tomorrow. Perfect, because I will be on here as well. And make sure you follow me, as that's when I let people know when I'm going live, okay? So 3:30 tomorrow Pacific Coast time, and remember it's a daylight savings, okay? Thank you guys so much for everything. I want to thank God and your angels for coming through, and your family members who are always around supporting you. You don't, though it's nice, thank you, Jennifer, you don't need a medium to talk to your loved ones, but it sure is nice to have the validation. In the meantime, just keep asking them for signs and let them know that you would like the help, okay? You're welcome, Reiki practitioner. So proud of you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Tammy. And I saw that, Carrie. So join us tomorrow at 3:30. I'll make a list of everybody who paid on Venmo and give readings then, okay? Much love to all of you. And Kimmy, thanks for stepping in and being a moderator, and Kathy as well. I'm going to save these and post these over on YouTube. So if you missed any messages while you were getting your reading, you'll be able to listen to it over there. Okay, much love to you guys. Take care. Bye.